What's up, everyone? I'm future meteorologist Stephen Foray back here with another episode of your weather news podcast with Foray Predicts. Well, everyone, how's it going? I hope you had a wonderful week. Make sure you watch this week's forecast for Long Island because we do have a noreaster coming our way. That is right. Well, this week we had one day of rain with some pretty heavy wind gusts. Nothing too much, maybe like 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts, but nothing like we're going to see this weekend. You can see it on the radar from the National Weather Service. But boy, how about that beautiful moon that we had this week? It was really nice to see. And before I start talking about the tropics, I would like to mention that we had our first EF5 tornado in a very long time. And my hearts and prayers go out to anyone affected by this tornado, as it really is such a terrible thing. Moving on to the tropics now, you could see the 7-day outlook from about a week ago, so pretty much what is now formed. That in the orange there is Tropical Storm Jerry now. You could see it there on the National Weather Service satellite imagery. Cool to see those clouds forming. Looking like it is going to stay in the Atlantic and not be a threat to the U.S. You could see here that in the red is Jerry. Obviously, it had a very high chance of developing and now is actually a tropical storm. But as I described, it is going to stay in the Atlantic there, thankfully. Now, here are the first key messages for Tropical Storm Jerry issued by the National Hurricane Center and National Weather Service. As it described, Jerry is forecast to pass near or just north of the northern Leeward Islands Thursday night into Friday, and it did. And, of course, you should continue to monitor it as there is the risk of windsurf and heavy rainfall there as shown on those maps. Now, here is the most recent key messages for Jerry. As the National Weather Service says here, heavy rainfall will impact portions of the Leeward Islands, British Virgin Islands, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico through today, which could and most likely did result in flash flooding. And of course, it's going to generate large swells, even in Florida there or anywhere near there. Please just be cautious of rip currents and stuff like that. You could see it on the radar there. Man, is that a pretty huge storm as we are nearing the end of the 2025 hurricane season. Well, that does it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful weekend.